You know what time it is? You know what time it is? It is M14 draft time. Hi again, this is Dom, recording another M14 8-4 draft for MagicGatheringStrat. Now I just joined the queue, there are 3 people in the queue. So that means we're gonna have to wait for a little bit. Which means I'm just gonna pause the video really quickly and be back for you as soon as I know what's in my pack 1. So it is pack 1 time, and we're looking at some sweet ones. We do have Colossal Whale, which I think is pretty strong. It's not that good on a clogged up board state, just because they can always just, if they're not running blue, they can always just double block it and then get that guy back, and then basically you didn't do your thing. Or yeah, you forced him to double trade, but in a clogged up board state this guy is not nearly as good, but sometimes it can just take a game on its own. Unfortunately, the second best card is also blue in Claustrophobia. I don't even know if Claustrophobia is better. It might just be the case, because I did play with Colossal Whale before, and while I liked it, I didn't ever think that it was a super bomb, and Claustrophobia is just always solid. There's also a Shock in the pack, and a Bloodburn, and a Blightcaster, which are basically the cards I'm looking at. Well, I think I'm still going to go with the rare here. Colossal Whale is sometimes just wins a game on its own, and it's a nice finisher. So yeah, just going to go for that. And let's see what we can follow this up with. By the way, I recommend all of you guys to just draft blue all the time. It's basically the best color in the format, not close. So here we are looking at Wall of Frost, Terrain Condor, and Celestial Flare. Terrain Condor and Wall of Frost are really like the opposite end of the spectrum. Terrain Condor works amazing in an aggressive to mid-range blue deck, and Wall of Frost is really good in a controlish blue deck, and our first pick actually kinda leans itself towards a controlish deck. However, I'm not sure if that means we should pick Wall of Frost over Terrain Condor. It's definitely between these two cards. I think I'm gonna still go for Terrain Condor, just in case we end up a little bit more aggressively. This card is just amazing. Concord is just always the best. And Wall of Frost, while being strong, I think is fairly replaceable by other high toughness cards, such as, I don't know, Armor Cancrix. So it's, of course it's better than Armor Cancrix, but it's more replaceable than Terrain Condor, so I'm just gonna go for Condor here. And now, ooh, we get another Terrain Condor and Divination. I think in the controlish blue deck, Divination is exactly what you want. You drawing 2 cards is just so huge in this deck. You want basically any amount of divinations. However, already having a Terrain Condor makes me kind of just wanting to follow this up with another one, and then maybe go for like a blue-red aggressive deck. I've drafted this before and I've been very satisfied with it. So I think under normal circumstances the line of play here would have been Colossal Whale, Wall of Frost, Divination, but I just think going back and forth between control cards and aggro cards doesn't, I don't think that we will there's much benefit in doing that. So I'm just gonna go for Terrain Condor here, kind of follow the aggro plan. There was also a Foil Quicken, which I don't think is worth anything. So here we have Coral Merfolk as a blue option, which is okay in the aggro deck. We also have some decent red options with Goblin Shortcut and Academy Raider. The blue Terrain Condor deck, I think the best version of it is the one with a million Scroll Thieves and stuff like Lightning Talons to push your Scroll Thieves through. However, I think in that deck I will pick the Goblin Shortcutter just because it's a 2-drop. Probably over Academy Raider. That said, Academy Raider still does have evasion, but we do have these Terrain Condors, and they do have to enable something, otherwise they're pretty mediocre. I don't know if the benefit of staying open by picking Coral Merfolk is superior to picking Goblin Shortcutter, which is just the better card. I think I'm going to pick Shortcutter here. We're not losing out on much. And I want to try this blue-red tempo deck again. Master of Diversion. White is always so open, and Master of Diversion Terrain Condor is really something that you could build a deck around. I haven't actually tried it, but I would like to try it. In one of my first drafts that I recorded, I wanted to try the Master of Diversion Fortify kind of deck. So I think I'm gonna pick Master here and see if we can draft this deck this time around. I want to play like Fortify and Hive Stirrings and all that stuff in this deck. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the Master. I think Frost Breath will be the conservative option to just follow up this blue-red aggro deck. But I want to try this deck. I want to try out most of the decks before attending GP Prague in the end of the month. So here we see not many good blue options, basically none. No good white options. Divine Favor is not a card you should run in your main board. So we have to decide between one of these two red cards. I like Goblin Shortcutter as a 2-drop, but I also like Racket and Firecat just because it's an enormous beater early on. Yeah, this is tough. I think I'm gonna still pick the Shortcutter just because your 3-drop slot is just very clogged up most of the times, and they are all fairly replaceable. And for 2-drops you don't have much actually, so you just want to have those that are available. Now here we can pick a Firecat. We could also pick up this Frost Breath, which would work nicely in the deck. Archaeomancer, not really the best in this deck, I think. Frost Breath and Seismic Stomp are about the same. I think Frost Breath is a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick the Firecat here. Probably forget about this white stuff. Oh, there's a Lightning Talons. Yeah, definitely gonna pick that. Hive Stirrings will be okay in the Fortify, blue-white Fortify deck, but I am just gonna pick the Lightning Talons and draft what I know does work. Here a Thunder Strike is coming back to us, which is good because we're gonna play it probably. I don't know if we're gonna play this Colossal Whale, probably not. I think it's maybe just a little bit too expensive for this kind of deck, but it can still just randomly win a game, so I think we might still end up running it. Here Seismic Stomp is a nice addition. Let's see, so we would have gotten the Fortify back, jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut off the red card here, just to keep our opponents out of red. Oh, Coral Merfolk, hello. I like Coral Merfolk in this kind of deck, it's just a random 2-drop. Pick the Merfolk Spy. Yeah, blue is so deep that blue can like support 3 players easily, like one aggro deck, one super controlish deck with multiple cancels and all that stuff, which I think is one of the best decks you can draft, and also just like a random green-blue mid-range or something. So blue is really deep. See what we get in our second pack. Hopefully nice expensive red. No, Into the Wilds. Into the Wilds is trash. Now we do have this pacifism and we still have this Master Ram, but at this point I think we're past being able to pick up stuff for the white aggro deck. So I think the decision is between Frost Breath and Blur's Liver. Not what I would wish for my first pack, but here we are. So I think I'm gonna just pick up the Frost Breath here. We could always get more Frost Breath, but Blur's Liver is really nothing to be excited about. As I said, it's a 3-drop, and 3-drops are really a dime a dozen. So let's see. There's an Ephalia Sea Kite and Disperse, which we have to decide between. I don't think that Canyon Minotaur is all that impressive. It does work better with the Condas, because as I said, your Condas have to enable something, otherwise they're just useless. Well, not useless, but just Tower Drakes. I think Sea Kite is probably the safer choice here. Normally in my blue-red decks I run into the problem of having not enough creatures and lots of non-creatures, with like the removal, the Seismic Stomp, stuff to push creatures through. So I'm just gonna pick the Sea Kite here, I think. Ooh, Flames of the Firebrand. That card is really good. So is Water Servant, the Messenger Drake, and even Divination can work in a deck like this, but I think Flames of the Firebrand is just a clear pick here. Water Servant Drake Conda is really strong and does a ton of damage fairly quickly, but I think Flames is just too good to pass up, so I'm gonna pick the Flames. And here we can we have to decide between Battle Sliver, Nephalia Sea Kite, and Awaken the Ancients. Awaken the Ancients, I kinda dismissed the cards in an earlier draft video, the one which I have done with Evo. and I'm not really sure about the card. I have played it a couple of times, and I found it very hard to cast. But I think picking it up now could actually work because all of our blue cards are single blue, and I don't expect us to get many like claustrophobias and all that kind of stuff, just because blues seem to be pretty overdrafted in the first pack. Of course we saw a water servant, but I just want to give the card one more try. I think otherwise I will probably pick Battle Sliver over Sea Kite just because it works better with the Condors, it pushes through more damage, but I'm going to try out the Awaken the Ancients once more here. And here we don't have all that much. We could pick a Coral Merfolk or a Spell Blast or a Negate for Disciple. I will basically always pick any counter spell over Spell Blast just because Spell Blast is not really mana efficient. You're never countering something that costs less. You're always playing one more mana to counter it, and that can just sometimes end up costing you a lot of tempo. I'm just gonna go with the Merfolk here. You cannot really have enough 2-drops in this kind of deck. And here I'm gonna pick Lava Axe. I think it's probably the same as Dragon Hatchling, but yeah, it's just a little bit safer. I don't like Dragon Hatchling at all, to be honest. And red doesn't seem that open from my left. Yeah, we just pick another Coral Merfolk here. There's also Mind Rot and the Recluse still in the pack, both of which I like a fair amount in this format. Mind Rot actually came to like a lot. I like it probably better than Ring Flash, and this is not only because our deck just flat out dies to Ring Flash and I want to talk people out of Ring Flashes, but just in general I think ways to get card advantage in this form are really important. Our deck is another kind of deck basically, but just in general I think cards that produce card advantage are pretty strong. Here we can decide between Blur Sliver and Molten Birth. I'm just going to pick Molten Birth for the upside. I think Blur Sliver is maybe a little bit more solid. What is this Elvish Mystic still doing in here? Jesus. Yeah, let's just go for Molten Birth. Maybe we're lucky and pick up a Young Pyromancer. Yeah, let's counter draft something here. Probably Sentinel Sliver because it's the most mana efficient guy. And here we're gonna pick a Canyon Minotaur, maybe play it. We have a lot of playables already. Another Seismic Stomp, but I'm never gonna play two. Maybe just counter draft this Angelic Wall. Yeah, I'm just never gonna play two Seismic Stomp, not in a million years. We get the second one anyways, but Carpathian Knight actually stops the whole deck. Oh, I have hidden my Coral Merfolk. So let me just show all rare draft here. Hide this, hide this, hide this. Come on, Merfolk Spy. I want you. Do we get the Merfolk Spy? And we get the Fog last pick. Okay. Fog is actually a reasonable sideboard card against this deck, so I'm glad to be able to de-draft it. Now here we see, that's the problem with Awaken the Ancients. Now the best card in the pack is Phantom Warrior, and you can just see the conflict potential immediately. And we have a double blue card and a triple red card, so that means you will never be able to follow up your Phantom Warrior with your Awaken the Ancients. Or no, not really. Huh. Yeah, I think here we have to decide between Phantom Warrior and Seekite. I'm just gonna go for Seekite, just for mana considerations. I would really like to play 10 or even 11 mountains in this deck. Probably 10, probably a 10-7 split. And I just think with 7 islands, your Phantom Warriors not all that reasonably getting cast on turn 3. And I think in that case Seekite just is probably a little bit better, because if you're casting on turn 4, I actually prefer Seekite, just because of the flash, the blow up potential and all that stuff. Here we're definitely gonna pick Maulhorn. Maulhorn is one of the most mana efficient beaters that you get for in red, and it works great with the Condors. Messenger Drake and Frost Breath, Molten Birth are all reasonable cards, but I think Maulhorn is clearly the pick here. Now we don't have any removal, as you maybe we have this Flames of the Fabric, but apart from that we don't have any removal. We just have stuff to get opposing creatures out of the way. So here we could pick an Archaeomancer maybe, but we don't have that much that works with it. We have this Lava Axe, Flames, Frost Breath. We have some stuff. I think I'm just gonna pick up another lava axe here instead. Then again, nah, I think I'm still gonna pick the okay monster. The upside just seems too high, and we already have a lot of cards that let us push through damage, like Seismic Stomp or Frost Breath. We already have a lava axe, so yeah, I'm just gonna go for this okay monster, but I'm not planning on playing it, but we will see. These packs are horrific. There are not even any good cards in other colors. I mean, there's this Child of Night, but that's about it. I'm just gonna pick up a negate here, I think. Maybe just a Minotaur. No, let's just pick the negate. No Scroll Thieves. I would really like... There we go! Ha! As I've said it. Scroll Thieves clearly the big here. There's still the sweet Lebok Brew Witch. Enlarged Behemoth Advocate. Green was really open, as it seems. And red is probably not drafted on our right. Yeah, here we just pick the Academy Raider. It works nicely with lightning talents and all that stuff, and it's just Luther is always solid. We don't need a fourth Coral Merfolk, I don't think. This burst is a nice addition here. I actually prefer this purse in this deck to I prefer it over Time Map. I'm gonna go into that shortly. So here, which card is the most annoying for us? Probably just Giant Spider, right? Yeah, it blocks Acondas. Blocking Acondas is bad. I'm gonna de-draft this Elixir because it's an integral part of the mono blue control deck that we pass to our left. So we might cut it from someone that would like it in his deck. Same thing with Staff, but here we can pick up another Molten Birth and have something for our deck. This deck is not the best, but it can definitely win, I think. Yeah, we will see. Yeah, about Disperse versus Time Map in this kind of deck. The only difference is that Time Map is better in terms of card advantage. So because you're putting the card on top of the library, you're not losing a card. With Disperse, you're losing a card, but it's cheaper and it's instant. And I actually think in these kinds of decks here, you don't really care about card advantage that much, because you can easily win with your opponent having 5 cards in his hand just by beating him on the board. And in this case I actually prefer the cheapened instant speed option. It's comparable to Silent Departure versus Grasp of Phantoms in Innistrad draft, where Grasp of Phantoms was way more expensive, but didn't cost you a card. So yeah, it's sort of the same story. Colossal Whale, I'm gonna put in for now, but I see maybe we can cut it. Scroll Thief, okay, monster. I'm gonna have to analyze our options, but I think we don't have enough for it. Negate is also on the maybe pile. I'm definitely gonna run all of these Koromar folks. I want to run at least one Lava Axe. I'm gonna run the Awaken the Ancients, the Minotaur, probably both Molten Birthers, Firecat, Talons, Flames Raider, double shortcut, and the Thunder Strike, and probably even this Seismic Stomp. I don't know. Yeah, we can already see that we have 24 cards, including 15 creatures. I don't think we have enough that synergizes with these Molten Births, and we do have enough other decent creatures that we can probably cut them. Molten Birth is it has a lot of upside, but I think just the raw damage potential which we are looking for in this kind of deck isn't really there with Molten Birth. Canyon Minotaur is also something that we could cut, but let's just go over all the options we have here. So I want to run this Colossal Whale just to have something for the late game. So we could run one or two of the Molten Births, we could run a Canyon Minotaur. I think I'm gonna run this Seismic Stomp, because it pushes through all our Coral Merfolks, Firecats, Scroll Thieves, and Maulhorns and all that stuff in the late game. So I would like to run one. And then we have 14 creatures, 15 with the Awakened Ancients. So I think we're good on creatures. Maybe just a negate, just to protect our low toughness guys. It might well be true that a Lava Axe is better than another Seismic Stomp in this deck. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do this switch just because we have a reasonable amount of evasion guys with double Condor, double Sea Kite, and also the Academy Raider. that we should be able to do enough damage on the ground and then just win with a few more points in the air, followed up by a lava axe. And seismic stomp doesn't really help against flyers. If they have flying defense, this doesn't work. And if you have lava axe, they might still have like a reach spider, and then you can still just kill them with your lava axe. I think it's matchup dependent, and oh, this works against spiders, sorry, but just generally against flying blockers. I think it's very matchup dependent, and maybe we would just want it in the main deck. But I think I like the deck right here as it is. So let's see. So by color, we do have more blue cards, but we have these triple and double red cards. So 10-7 is probably not the right play. Probably 9-8 in favor of mountains. Yeah, see now Awaken the Ancients just looks a lot worse because we have only 9 mountains. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it actually just costs 4 red. The way you want to play is you want to play its mana cost played on a non-tapped mountain and attack. So it costs you 4 red and 1. So the card is just a little bit too taxing. I don't remember what we passed for it. I think it was something decent. Well, let's see how it plays out before we make our final judgment. So yeah, this is our deck. I think it's okay, not the best version of the deck I've ever drafted, but I think it can definitely win a game. So I'll submit it, and round immediately starts. But I'm just gonna pause the video really quickly and take care of some other stuff, and I'll be right back. So round 1 action, playing against Mr. Jalapeno, or however you say that. Jalapeno, I don't know. I'm not the best in Spanish. Or Mexican, as Mr. Bush said once. Yeah, let's see. Some players do prefer to be on the draw, which I think is correct with many decks in this format, but it's actually good for us because then we can be on the play, which with this deck we definitely want to be. So he's deciding on whether or not to play first, and we are just sitting here talking. I'm gonna pause the video again until he decided, and he is back. He decided to play first. We have this hand with 2 and 3s. We're not gonna mulligan it. Reasonable amount of lands. We could cast Awakened Angels. Oh no, is this a Festering Newt? No, it's a Duress. Haha! You missed. You missed. I was really afraid of Festering Newt here, because Festering Newt is basically the bane of this deck. It 2-for-1s here almost always, and there's no real way of playing around it. You can just never play a second guy, and then maybe you can prevent a 2-for-1. He does have Corpse Hauler, which is acceptable. Corpse Hauler is definitely acceptable. We do have a Quorum Murfolk on our turn 2, and let's see what he can come up with. Does he attack? He does. We could block here because he might just play like a Scroll Thief or something, which then just blocks a Quorum Murfolk for free. But in general, we want to trade away blows. So I'm just gonna take it and risk him casting a creature that blanks it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Conda. Conda doesn't blank it at all. Conda just makes it so that we can attack and go into the races where we actually want to be. I think blue-black tempo is also a reasonable tempo deck, but I just prefer blue-red just because of cards like Regeth and Firecat that just can do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. So he does go for the races, which is fine by me. Next turn we can play Shortcutter on his blocker, this one for example, and push through 6 damage and have negate up, which is nice. So this guy can't block, and we attack him with our 2 Dirtles. He doesn't know about any of our spells, so that's also fine. Let's see. If he really wants to go for the races here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think if he really wants to go for the races, we have him, but he doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Just attacks with Conda. Yeah, now a Frost Breath would be gold. Frost Breath would be solid gold. We don't need much to push through here, and he doesn't seem to have anything. Oh, we have a Sea Kite. That's also fine. Do we offer the trade with Firecat for one of his guys? I don't think so. No, I don't think we really want to do that. I think we just want to cast Sea Kite, maybe ambushing his Conda, maybe not. He might have a counter spell. I don't think we want to trade at this point because we always might just draw Frost Breath or something else to push through, and then we're glad to have more guys. Now he Quack Sicknesses are Ragged and Firecat, which is okay. Yeah, I don't think we want to negate this here, just because this Ragged and Firecat is gonna trade against something anyways, and I really want to cast the Sea Kite this turn. Let's see if he falls for it. He does fall for it. That's very nice. Yeah, now he would wish that he didn't attack, which always be careful against blue decks. This could always just happen to you. We just block the Conda, right? Yeah, has to be the best. Blocking Corpse Hauler here prevents him from getting stuff back, but that costs him a lot of mana anyways. So now can we... Oh, that's nice. So now we bounce his guy, attack him for 6, and next turn attack and Lava Axe him. We'll have to negate this back up. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. So bounce your guy and slam you. Boom, boom, boom. So he takes 6, goes down to 6, and that basically means that if he doesn't have 2 blockers right now, we can attack and Lava Axe him. And I don't expect him to have 2 blockers. He just scoops anyways, okay. Okay, so blue-black sort of tempo-ish. We might bring in this Seismic Stomp, but I don't think it's the best. Academy Raider seems solid. We're gonna be on the draw, so we might just switch in the Canny Minotaur to have something with a little bit more beef for like a Koromorfolk. That might be an idea. Yeah, just add a little bit more beef on the draw. Yeah, that should be solid. I like the sound of that. So he will probably play first again. Otherwise our sideboarding didn't make sense. I don't know if it does make sense because 2 1s for 2 are our basic plan. But I think being on the draw against another tempo deck, you might just want a little bit more beef. Now this hand does have a Colossal Whale, which is basically just an auto win against him, but not much apart from that, only islands and Spurs, which doesn't have a lot of stuff that it can enable. So I think we have to mulligan this. This looks much better. We have Firecat, which is one of our primary beaters, and we draw the Colossal Whale anyways. So we actually have another avenue to victory here by just surviving long enough to resolve this Colossal Whale, which he probably really can't beat. Oh, that was a nice draw. I don't think he can really beat Colossal Whale. Maybe he has like a Doomblade or something, but under normal circumstances he should just die to Colossal Whale almost all the time. He has Sathrin Necromancer. Huh. Now that's actually interesting. Do we want to trade for that to just prevent him getting more value later on? He will get his value immediately. That's kind of the problem. We're going to follow this up with a Firecat, which then gets blanked by the token, so he basically 2 for 1 does. So I think I'm not going to attack, and I don't think he can attack either unless he has like a good blocker. So I'm just gonna play this Firecat and pass, and hope that he attacks. Maybe. No, he will never attack unless he has a good blocker. This might be bad because he might have other humans which get enabled by this Necromancer. So this might just have been wrong. Let's see. If he attacks, I'm not gonna block, and he's not attacking. Does he have a 4-drop? Doesn't seem to have one, but it's probably just a Sea Kite. Yeah, we don't draw a land. So he has Frost Breath. Huh. Yeah, I don't really care about Frost Breath because we're not really beating him anyways right now. So I think I'm gonna let it resolve. Yeah, we're not beating him down anyways right now, so frost breathing us is okay, I think. Because I just don't wanna. This guy's basically a 2-for-1 if he keeps it back on blocking duty, or just keeps back both of the guys anyways, unless we let him 2-for-1 us. But I think this is actually fine. What does he have? Dark favor? We might have to negate this, just because we can then trade Regath and Firecat for it. But I think I'm just gonna negate this here. We're gonna take a lot of damage, at least 10, and that just seems like a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, he definitely does attack with it because it makes sense, and we draw nothing really. I think I'm gonna keep back this Shortcutter, because next turn he might keep his Necromancer back again on blocking duty, and this Shortcutter will do a little bit more than just being a 2-1. Now we don't draw lands, but we have a lot of gas in our hand. I think our best avenue to victory here is again playing the Colossal Whale. He might just play something ridiculous here. Liturgy of Blood. Yeah, I'm actually glad he does that. I'm actually pretty glad that he just liturgies our 4-1 here. So that means he doesn't have it around for the Ancient. Now he does go for the races, and I think I will accept that. If he wants to go for the races, I'm fine with that. And I think now we can play our Shortcutter out. Just it does the same amount of damage basically, except for when he keeps it back. But we want to draw a land. I mean, let's be honest. We have to plan drawing a land here. Now, does he have his own Colossal Whale? No, a Guardian of the Ages, which means we are not going to attack him anymore until we have this Colossal Whale out. Okay. Yeah, so our attack has officially been blunted. Yeah, let's just cast this Minotaur right now. Yeah, now we're just waiting until we have this Colossal Whale active. I mean, we can't really attack him into his Guardian of the Ages. Oh, we don't want to. We could, but it would be pretty stupid. Now let's see what he can come up with. He seems to be a strange deck with like Guardian and aggressive tempo cards like Frost Breath. Does he attack with Necromancer? Yeah, I think now we're just trading for that with our Coral Merfolk right now. Yeah, I think that's for the best, because then we can still just pass next turn and maybe he runs into the Sea Kite again. Yeah, we have double Sea Kite even. Okay, that's something. Yeah, now I think I'm on the whale plan here, because we have enough threats that he should take them out as he sees them, and we haven't drawn a lot of lands here, so we should draw some in the near future. An unfortunate interaction here is that Awaken the Ancient, if it gets killed, costs us a land, and thus takes us further away from our Colossal Whale. But maybe, depending on how the situation is, we still just have to play it. No, we're definitely still not attacking. Train Condor? Yeah, that's fine. Train Condor is fine. No, we still can't attack him. And playing Awaken the Ancients would make it so that we would have an attacker that he could then trade with his Guardian. But as I said, I think ramping up to Colossal Whale is the better avenue to victory here. Does he have another Liturgy of Blood? Seems like it. Yeah, that's exactly what he has. Now we're going to be able to assault his guy once more. That would be great. He just never learns. He just never learns. Dude, you can't attack into me having 4 mana up. That's just not possible. That's just bad tech. Just wait the turn, I will play it. Yeah. Now do we play this Awaken the Ancients after all? Let's see, if we... what does it really do for us? I think it's just an unnecessary risk, in a way. But then again, not playing it just seems like a little bit of a stretch. Or just seems a little bit loose. We can still always use it for mana. And now we have our 7/7 on the ready. That will be able to attack in the same turn as together with the Colossal Whale. Yes, Archaeomancer for another Liturgy, killing our 7/7. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Now he's going to be able to kill off a mountain. Yeah, of course he takes back Liturgy of Blood. But then again, this makes it so that he has to spend the Liturgy on our creature, or that he probably will spend the Liturgy on our creature, which then makes the Colossal Whale a little bit safer. Let's just Lava Axe him because we have nothing else to do. Boom. Take that, villain. And pass the turn. Yeah, now he's going to play Liturgy on our... No? A Cursed Spirit. Huh. Yeah, now we actually have to do something. Now how do we get him to cast his Liturgy? Because now if we run out the Colossal Whale, he's just going to Liturgy it. So I think the best way... Does this guy get trampled? Oh yeah. Yeah, that is bad. Yeah, I think the best way of doing so is just... Let's see, we take 7, 10, 13. Damn it. How do we do this? If we cast Shortcutter on his Guardian and attack with our Mountain and the Sea Kite, we then take 7, 10 damage on the backswing, putting us in range of a one-shot with the Accursed Spirit. Will he then... Let's say we take 10, we go down to 6, then we take this, go down to 3, and probably just die to the Guardian. So I think this is the wrong play. I think we just have to hang on here and hope he just casts the Liturgy. Yeah, I think this is our best avenue to victory here. Just hang on and see if he casts Liturgy. Because if we attack into the Guardian, he's just going to attack us back. And then we will be taking a lot of damage. But now he has no reason to cast the Liturgy. We already drew the negate, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he has no real reason to cast the Liturgy. He might screw up, but okay, Maulhorn is something. That means we can set up for a big attack next turn, where we shortcut his guy and then attack with probably everything but the Awaken the Ancient. Now he could cast Liturgy of Blood. Maybe. Yeah, now he does cast the Liturgy of Blood. But that means we still have to draw another land to play our Colossal Whale. Now we go to 10. Attack him with Maulhorn. Now he gets the Liturgy of Blood back. Man, this is not turning out all that well. Our Colossal Whale plan. No, we're probably not going to be whale watching anytime soon. And now we have to attack him with Maulhorn, which activates his Guardian. Yeah, that didn't turn out all that well. I think it was a reasonable plan. Oh, this purse? This purse is basically just a nuts right now. Yeah, let's just disperse his guy. Yeah, let's just disperse his guy, then shortcut to his other guy and just give him the beatdowns. Yeah, this might still work out. Huh. Let's see. He still has this Liturgy of Blood around, but now he will spend it for a Maulhorn maybe. Now he was probably going to block the Shortcutter with one of his Archaeomancers and takes 7, goes down to 6. Oh, he just jump blocks the other one. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. He still has the Liturgy of Blood in hand, of course. Yeah, I still think we're in a bad spot here, but at least we have something something to play. It might have been a mistake to shortcutter his 2-3. Maybe we should just have attacked with these two and keep our shortcutter back to kill his to make his awaken the ancients or his guardian of the ages unable to block. That might have been something to consider. Yeah, yeah. See, now we're in a really bad spot. Do we even show him the colossal whale? I mean, we know he has this liturgy of blood in his hand, right? Yeah, it's double liturgy. Huh. Yeah, I think now we just smack with our two guys, but then we die. Yeah, I think we're out of options here. If we don't attack with this, we can block this, take 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, I think we're dead. You can just cast liturgy now. So that didn't turn out all that well. I think we have to go back to the beatdown plan against him. I think we're not really winning the late game. We could board into smelt against this ancient, but it's not what I would like to do. So we just leave our deck like this. Maybe Seismic Stomp is good. Maybe it's better than Thunderstrike. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, if I have enough time. Yeah, it was just enough, just about enough. Yeah, I think we're gonna board in Seismic Stomp before Thunderstrike. Just I don't think we're gonna be in combat all that much. I think we're more likely just going to be able to attack or not attack profitably. Definitely want to play first here. This hand needs a little bit of something, but I don't think it's nearly bad enough to mulligan it. It's not the best of hands because he has this colossal whale and beatdown card split plan in hand. There we go. That's at least something. So next turn, what do we start out with? Depends on what he plays here. Child of Night, okay. So we could probably start out with the Scroll Thief, I think, because it blocks his Child of Night. Now he could just Quack Sickness it. It's always a possibility. She probably does. No? Okay. So I think we may be again on the Colossal Whale. We might again be on the Colossal Whale plan. Maybe we can go whale watching this time. I think next turn I'm just gonna play the Value Stomp and attack him for 5, draw a card, play Coral Merfolk, depending on what he plays right now, of course. Well, I could just go for the Value Stomp next turn. Not if he Train Combat. Okay, I wanted to say not if he just Quack Sicknesses one of our guys. Could attack with the Minotaur. Now this is a little bit awkward because even if we stomp, he can still just block with the Conda. I don't know, guys. Should we go for it? He can't block the Scroll Thief with the Conda. Yeah, let's just go for the Value Stomp. If he wants to trade Scroll Thief for Regath and Firecat, that's fine by me. Or Train Condor for Regath and Firecat, that's okay for me. Because Train Condor Child of Night is making V-Town virtually impossible and makes this Larax look very unimpressive. Yeah, I think he has to block like this. We draw a card, which basically means that our Seismic Stomp was free. It's a Sea Kite. Hello there, Mr. Sea Kite. Are you on ambush time again? Now does he have a liturgy on a Scroll Thief? No, a Senge Vampire. Jesus. Okay. Now we have to expect him to have a liturgy of block at some point, so this Colossal Whale is not looking all that safe. Let's just see what he does. We could cast this Nephalia Sea Kite in our main phase. If we cast this in our main phase, he might just liturgy it because he's afraid of like a Frost Breath. No, he doesn't. Not Frost Breath, a Thunderstrike, I wanted to say. It didn't work out, but it was worth trying, I think. Now does he? We want to really just get his liturgies. Yeah, there we have one. And now let's just make it so that he doesn't have another liturgy and we draw a land, because I think then we can easily win. Land. No! That's not a land deck. I wanted a land. What don't you understand about lands? We can't really attack, no. Yeah, this is looking grim. This is looking very, very grim. I was under the assumption that blue-red was a solid plan, but the more I play it, I think it's maybe not the right place for it in this format. I still think it's a deck, but maybe just not the best possible deck. I don't know. I mean, we can still beat him here. If we draw land, he gets back his trained Conda. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, he even gets a token. Man, that's value. That's value right there. But if his last card, if his last unknown card is not a Liturgy of Blood, we might still just win with Moby Dick here. But we draw an Awaken the Ancients, which is not a land. We really need lands here. And I think we're running out of time because slowly but truly we're dying to his Senge Vampire without having the option of killing it. Because we have no removal in our deck, which is the only thing that we don't have. We have everything else but no removal. So he just slams us down to 8. Yeah, okay. Huh. Yeah, this is looking grim. All we need is a land. Come on deck, one land, one time. No! Man. Blanking on so many lands. Now we could double block the Sengir and double trade against it. By the way, I don't think attacking is the right play here. We need this as a blocker, we're so far behind. Huh. Yeah, what buys us the most time? I don't know. I think attacking with Conda here is pretty stupid by him. Because we can just always block the Conda and trade for something. Now, do we want to double trade here, or do we just want to go to 4? But if we go to 4 next turn, we have to block Sengir with Conda and Sea Kite on whatever he wants to give flying to. Huh. Yeah, and now here we're definitely just blocking Conda and Child of Night. That's not even a question. And then we can still just jump block the Sengir with the Sea Kite next turn and still have a turn left to draw the land. Come on, one time. Yes! Good, good. And boom! Moby Dick is online. Arr, he blows. Let's just hope he doesn't have a Liturgy. No Liturgy one time. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. No! No, don't tap mana pre-combat. Duress, okay, Duress is fine. There goes the Lava Axe. But now if we attack, eat up his Sengir, our board should be stable, right? Huh. And he doesn't seem to have a Liturgy because he would have slammed it, I think. Yeah, of course he can attack with Sengir, but we still have this blocker right here. His Sengir is even going to grow, which he only does once in a blue moon. Oh man, can we really win this game? It looks like it. Looks like we're in it. So we have to we attack and we have to eat up his Sengir, right? Yeah. Can we attack with anything else? No, I think it's not safe enough. Humph. Senge Vampire got eaten by a colossal whale. A colossal whale. It's bigger than you could ever imagine. Just look at it. Its eye is the size of a ship. I agree that he could always just draw Liturgy and ruin our life. But if he doesn't, his life is going to get ruined pretty fast. Getting screwed, so screwed right now. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I think we had no real business of winning this game, but we nonetheless did. or are about to. Oh, let's see. So now we can attack with the Academy Raider and the Whale and the Awaken the Ancients and eat up his Necromancer and then still have enough blockers left, I think. Yeah, I think we can do that. So attack, attack, attack. Eat his Necromancer. Hump. And I don't think... it depends on how much damage he takes here. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, if he has to block the Awaken, I think. And if he doesn't, yeah, he does, okay. So now do we actually throw away this Lava Axe? We kill him next turn if he doesn't draw the answer. But we are about to kill him anyways. Huh. Yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky. I think I'm gonna keep it. Just in case. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it. Huh. Please don't draw the liturgy. Joke. Yeah, I agree. This is he probably has Archaeomancer in his hand. Yeah, but that's how it goes. That's how Magic works sometimes. It's not always fair. It's not always a fair game. But a funny one. Moby Dick ruining lives since 18 something something, whenever Moby Dick was written. Yeah, I assume that, but that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? Sometimes you just lose to a bomb. It just happens. Don't be upset about it. It doesn't only happen to you. It happens to everybody. I know that it's this is not really consoling or anything, because yeah, Variance is a bitch. Variance is a cold-hearted bitch, and always works against you and never for you. Yeah, it started to happen a lot. I mean, what can I say? That's just how it works. Sometimes you get screwed or flooded, and then you lose because of that. This is just how Magic is. Magic is not a fair game, not at all. So I'm gonna quickly pause the video and be back for round 2. Back for round 2 against Nickelodeon 83. I'm pretty sure that you don't write Nickelodeon like this. I think it's with another O in the end. But who am I to judge that? Maybe it's Nike Load Ian or something. Never mind. This hand is pretty loose. He has Colossal Whale again and Short Counter, which basically don't do anything in tandem. Yeah, our deck is pretty bad. I think it has at least Colossal Whale is pretty bad in our deck, but nonetheless I'm gonna keep it. We're on the draw, which means we can draw out of this, which we don't. So let's just hope that Colossal Whale does the trick. Playing against the blue deck again, so this is a good start already. He has Coral Merfolk, another blue aggro deck. So let's see what the blue aggro mirror looks like. We drew this Maulhorn, which was a nice draw. Not gonna complain about that. Maulhorn is a pretty nice draw. I think here we're just gonna trade. Yeah, probably. He might just always play a big defensive guy. Maybe it was wrong. Maybe it was wrong because he has 3 islands and he might be mana screwed. 4 islands right now. So you have an Essence Scatter on the ready. We're about to find out. Or are we? Huh. Let's see. If he had Essence Scatter, he if he had Essence Scatter, he wouldn't. No, I think there's no way of finding out whether he has an Essence Scatter or not. Now the question only is, will he Essence Scatter Coral Merfolk, which I think the answer is no. So I think I'm just gonna run out the Maulhorn and just hope he doesn't have the Essence Scatter. It might be wrong because he's well representing a counter spell. Yeah, there we have it. Yeah, it was maybe wrong, but then again I want to drain him out of Essence Scatters to make our Colossal Whale stick, hopefully. So let's just run out this Merfolk here. Is he going to Essence Gather that one as well? I would be astonished if he did. Now he didn't play the Sea Kite this turn. If he had the Sea Kite, I think he would have played it, just to not skip his attacks. And there we go. There we go. Now Awaken the Ancients finally does something, hopefully. It might just get cancelled, but then again, we still have this Colossal Whale. It doesn't get cancelled. So we're about to smack him. And he didn't play the Sea Kite, I think he would have. I mean, just as, yeah, and he didn't. Okay, so he's just assassinating a Coral Merfolk. But see, now he just skipped a turn of playing the Sea Kite, which I think is defensible, but I think in that position, I think we just have to assume he doesn't have the Sea Kite. I mean, I would have probably played it. Now he taps out, or almost taps out for Claustrophobia, which is annoying. Yeah, this is annoying. Just because we can't cast our Colossal Whale right now. Let's just cast Raider. He didn't counter it. I think I would have countered the Raider. He's mono blue Conda. I don't like Conda and mono blue because what are you really giving flying to? I don't understand. But let's just attack with Raider and then probably discard the Frost Breath because we don't really need it. We're not really beating him down. We just want to resolve this Colossal Whale. I think he doesn't have a counter spell, an Essence Scatter, because I would have Essence Scatter the Academy Raider. It just generates a little bit too much value for me to not counter it. And discard this, draw a Conda, and let's just run out Moby. Come on, Moby, show them what you got. Moby time. Boom. All of your stupid birds are about to get devoured. Devoured by the wrath of the oceans, which is the Colossal Whale. Yeah, this looks nice. Yeah, I like how this game is evolving. Because now he clearly doesn't have an answer to it. Otherwise he might always just have a bounce spell or something. Yeah, let's just eat his Sea Kite. Humph. Yes, thank you, thank you. I would like to use it. Do we discard anything? Probably the bird. No, let's not. Let's cast the bird. Yeah, Colossal Whale pulling its weight here. His massive weight. I still don't think this is a Colossal Whale deck, but I like how Colossal Whale played out so far, because we only played against blue decks and they didn't ever have an answer to it. So yeah, mising another game with old Moby here. Playing against blue X control, or not really control because he had like Merfolks and trade counters. What is bad against this kind of deck? Flames of the Vibrant seems awesome. If anything, Seismic Storm doesn't really make sense because it has a lot of flyers. Canyon Minotaur maybe, or something rather. Lightning Towns is probably pretty bad against him, like his claustrophobias and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna cut that and I'm gonna add the Canyon Minotaur. Just because blue decks sometimes have trouble blocking this guy. They don't have like a Cancrix or a Wall of Frost. By the way, I think Cancrix is very much acceptable in the blue controlish deck. I recently ran a deck with double Opportunity and double Cancrix and all that stuff, and I just easily 3-0'd. Yeah, we're gonna keep this hand. No Merfolk Spy sideboard action from him. By the way, don't do that. Never board in Merfolk Spy against anything, unless you have no turn 1 or 2 plays and playing against an aggro deck. Oh, blue-white does have a second color, and we don't have a third land yet, but we can hopefully draw that next turn. That would be very convenient. Is he the one who got the Master of Diversion aggro deck together? Now he very clearly has a Essence Scatter, and I would probably rather lose Train Condor to Essence Scatter, just because he easily gets blocked by Sea Kite, which he is representing, so we can't attack with Condor right now, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Just gonna run out the Maulhorn here. And if he counters it, we can attack. And no, he's not countering it. So we can't attack. There's no way we can attack here. And now he should cast a Sea Kite, because if he doesn't, he just wasted 4 mana. He doesn't. Oh, he does. Okay. Yeah, you really should. If your opponent doesn't fall for your trick, don't just keep your trick up, because that really doesn't achieve anything. Now he does have Claustrophobia for Maulhorn, would be my guess. Still thinking about it. Siege Mastodon, okay. So now is it the time to Frost Breath? I think it might well be Frost Breath time. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Frost Breath. And again, what are we? We're trading Maulhorn for Mastodon here, which works fine for me. But then we're only following it up with a Fire Cat. Yeah, I think with this Lava Axe also in our hand, I think pushing through damage here should work out nicely, because we're gonna attack him for 7. Then next turn again 7, which is 14. Then we only need to deal him 1 more damage to bring him into Lava Axe range. He has a lot of lands. So now, does he have a flying blocker? He does have the Claustrophobia. Yeah, he thought about that before, I'm pretty sure. Now we can attack with Condor. And next turn he will be able to keep his Sea Kite back on blocking duty. And if we attack with Condor, give the Fire Cat flying, he blocks the Condor, takes the Fire Cat, goes down to 7. I think I want to keep Sea Kite up this turn. Just because it works out a little bit better for mana and for blocking reasons. Now he does attack with the Siege Mastodon, which is interesting. Maybe he has another fat ground blocker. Oh no, he doesn't even need a fat. What am I talking about? He can easily just attack with Siege Mastodon here. So Sea Kite action. And oh, double Lava Axe. Yeah, should we just go for it? Should we just... I think I'm gonna take 1 more hit from the Sea Kite, play the Fire Cat right now, counter whatever instant whatever non-creature he has, and then attack next turn with everything and start casting axes. Yeah, I think this is safer, just because we get some damage through this way. Unless he has another Sea Kite, maybe. Yeah, looks like it. No, an opportunity. That's definitely going to get negated. No way in hell that I'm ever gonna let an opportunity resolve. No sir. Archaeomancer for opportunity. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine by me. And Steel from Sliver. Okay. Now does he attack with his Mastodon again? Yeah, he does. Okay. So now we're just gonna go into Lava Axe mode. So one of his cards is opportunity, the other one is unknown. Play the land. Smack him with everything. Boom. Lift our Ragathon Firecat up into the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We take 8 on the backswing, which is way not lethal. If he has Fortify, it is, but I wouldn't expect a deck like his to run Fortify, basically ever. Now he takes 4, goes down to 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now even Fortify is at least lethal. So I'm definitely just gonna go for Lava Axe here. Just axe him a question and see what he can come up with to stop us. Now he has to answer several things. He has to answer both of our flyers. Yeah, now if he has double Fortify, then he would be a master. Yeah, he has another Condor and another flyer. But then if he has, now we just attack with both, and if he has another flyer to stop us, then we just axe him another question and kill him. So boom boom. This guy gets flying. Yeah, sure. It flies. It is a flying Maulhorn. Block and die. Disperse. Okay. Now the only thing he can really have here is pay no heed. And let's see if he has it. Ask him a question. And you just got axed. That is it. Round 2 in the books. Off to the finals. Playing against either Sexy Commander or Turkeytron. Both sound like reasonable opponents. I don't know which I'm more afraid of. I would prefer playing against the Sexy Commander. But let's see who is victorious in this match. I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be back for the finals. So the final is about to start and we are going to face the horrific Turkeytron. Everybody bow before the Turkeytron. No, we are not afraid of no Turkeytrons. We are gonna face the challenge with the help of our good old friend Moby. Hopefully we can win the finals as well. I think we had a lot. We were really lucky in the matches before. At least the first one. We don't really have had any business winning that, but we did, and this is where we are in the finals. Now, if I could go back, I would have picked the second pick, Wall of Frost, over the Condor, and then probably go into blue control. I don't think it would have worked out that well, but I think in a very serious tournament, I think this is what I would have done. But we shall see. I mean, our deck does definitely have a plan. This is the most important thing about Limited. Just as a general rule of thumb, don't draft cards, draft a deck. Draft cards for a deck you're building in your head or you have in mind. Don't just think, oh, I'm gonna go after the pick list, and the pick list says Train Condor is better than Divination. In some decks, Train Condor is so much worse than Divination, you can't even believe it. So Turkeytron just win the die roll and does choose to play first and mulligans, and we're going to mulligan too because we only have one land. It's a pretty easy mulligan. Now this is a pretty easy keep. It's not the best keep because we can't play the Awaken the Ancients, but we do have these flames which might work out. Glade Cover Scout. Okay, how did an Aura deck make it to the finals? But we're about to see. Now, yeah, if he goes turn 3 Troll Hide on it, we might be eating our words. I don't suggest you guys drafting auras, but obviously Mr. Turkeytron does, and he's successful in it because he made it to the finals. Alright, I'm gonna keep these flames back, I think, depending on what he plays, of course. More bacon is what he plays. Now, this is convenient. I'm just gonna slam down this core Merfolk and just trade with his, I don't know, probably his Recluse, because it blocks the Fadia Sea Kite down the line. Why is this deck in the finals? He has a Coulter Shield, Glade Cover Scout, Bacon, the Baconator. He has all the cards I would not suggest you running. But there we are. There we are. And I don't want to be mean by saying that. I just would like to point out that usually my idea of a good card and what I've heard from other good players, good cards in this format are not Glade Cover Scout, not a Coulter Shield, not Darksteel Ignite, not 2 Glade Cover Scouts, not Brindlebow, but still you might lose to a deck like this. It's Magic, always is anything is possible. So don't just say, oh, like Pro XYZ has said that this card is bad and this is why I'm not playing it. Just find out what works for you, and obviously this stuff here works for him. So now we can block, and then later he can equip the shield to the Recluse. So I think I want to burn the Recluse, maybe. Do I want to double block here? I don't think so. I think he can have as many 1/4 hexproof vigilance guys as he wants to. Yeah, I think now we are going to burn the Recluse, just because a big Death Touch guy is going to be awkward to deal with. So this and 1 to him. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And now we could attack. But I don't want to attack. We're taking more damage on the backswing, so I'm fine with just staying back here, I think. I mean, if that's all he has, then I'm fine with staying back. Of course, hexproof guys and auras is a pretty nice combo, but you don't want to run bad cards to enable your good cards. Yeah, okay, now we're just gonna blow him out, I think. Just bounce this talent here. Hang on. What happens if we just hang on, then cast the Awaken the Ancients? Because there's talents, we can disperse the talents, but then he still has the talents available, and the only thing we do is we eat his Glacial Scout. Let me think about this. Yeah. Oh, this is tough. His guy is well suited up. Next turn we could maybe cast Awaken the Ancients and just block his guy. Oh, it's also something. That's also a possibility. Yeah, but taking 4 just seems a little bit too much here. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce these talents, make him play it again. And then probably just trade away our Coral Merfolk for his Glacial Scout as it is. Just because that gives him less good targets for his auras. And I think we don't really need the Coral Merfolk anymore. Let's see if he orders the blockers correctly. Yes, he does. Alright. And we do draw the 3rd mountain, okay. So now we can bring our Awaken the Ancients online. Next turn he's going to be able to cast Lightning Talents and attack us with whatever he wants to. So we could attack with the Seakai, but we take 2 less damage because we can block the Brindleboar. So we're not going to attack. Now he's just gonna go Talents on the Scout, I think, would be my guess. Yeah. Which we are going to take. And then just keep our Awaken the Ancients, our huge guy, back to block his first strikey guy. Yeah, take 4. And this is a weird deck, but there's an argument for Lightning Talents Glacial Scout to just randomly win games. It might just work out, especially if we only draw lands. Yeah, let's just attack with Sea Kite here, because we're gonna block with this Awaken the Ancient. Then we don't play the land in case we draw an Academy Raider. Now if we block and he has a Pump Spell, that could be awkward. Or another Lightning Talents even. Yeah, maybe I was... Yeah, I mean, this is not our best draw. I think it's a good draw, but... Oh yes, he does have another Lightning Talent, okay. So next turn we can double block his guy, but not if he equips the Occultist Shield. So now we're just going to take 7. Go down to 5, draw another land. Now next turn he can equip the Occultist Shield and we can't double block it, so we're just going to jump block it with the Sea Kite, I think. Yeah, this is awkward. This is pretty embarrassing here. We're losing against the hexproof auras deck. Yeah, this is embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. It's not what I would have wished for. So much. Oh dear God. Yeah. Okay, I think we probably played this disperse too early. Because right now if we could block, bounce one of the Lightning Talents, and then we do something. Now he's a Vigilance, first strikey, huge guy. I don't think we have anything left here. I think we can just... I think we just die now. There's another Recluse. Yep, blocking. Yeah, this This is so depressing. How did he even make the find? I know I sound rude. I know I sound cocky, but I don't care. Oh man, this is so awkward. Yeah, your guy can block here. Yeah, so gonna block his huge guy with a shortcutter. Just play for our outs into the wilds even. Man, what is happening? What is going on? Yeah, I think now we're just dead. Yeah, let's just scoop. Don't want to play this any longer. What is going on here? A Glade Cover Scout Hexproof Aura deck. Man, how did that happen? What do we want against this guy? Don't even know. What does seem bad against him? We're gonna be on the play. Gate seems solid. The camera rate seems pretty loose, but he didn't show us any red guy, didn't he? It still seems pretty loose. Just gonna throw in maybe a hatchling or a smelt. Smelt for his armor. For his what's it called? A quarter shield. That just seems so super loose. But he might have like the double strike thing as well, so I think smelt is maybe even the correct play. Can blow him out in mid combat. Yes, we do want to play first, of course. His hand is fine. And we're gonna beat him with his own weapons. Oh, Mr. Turkeytron, you're killing me. You're really killing me. How can you do this to me? Beat me with last pick unplayables. How can you do this to me? You're a horrible person, just so you know. Conda. Then probably just talents Conda next turn and go to town. Go straight to Value Town. Trollhide? Yeah. Trollhide! But our clock is faster than yours. It's better than yours. Kill him with his own silly tricks. Yeah, good. Take that. Now put some more stuff on that Glade Cover Scout. We kill him in 2 turns if we draw land. And if he doesn't have a recluse. If he has a recluse, we're just gonna burn it. Or frost breath it for that matter. Yeah, I mean you can try and draft this deck, it might just work out. But then the thing is, if you draw like a hexproof guy, no aura, your hexproof guy doesn't really do anything. It's just a 1/1. What does he have? What is it? A Brindlebow. That guy makes the race a little bit awkward. What's the play here? Help. Yeah, this is actually making the clock a little bit awkward, but I'm just gonna flames it, I think. It's just gonna sack it. Cancel. If we attack him now, he goes to 10. Then we lava axe him, he goes to 5. Sacks this, goes back up to 9. And we still have the flames in hand, but otherwise we get attacked by it once, which we don't want to happen. So I think I'm just gonna flame it right now. Then again, he could play a recluse. Let's see, he deals 5, 10. Yeah, I want to wait. I want to wait and then frost breath it, just in case. This is a sorcery, right? Okay. Could go for an aura on this Brindlebow. That would be kinda weird. Now what if he goes and larges? Oh man, this guy's killing. Plummet, are you for real? Are you for real? Man, that can't be true. That can't be true. Oh my god. Bad beats here. Bad beats for the home team. Oh. How did this happen? How did I deserve getting beaten by last pick drafting? Oh man, these are the most depressing losses that you can get in Magic Online. Of course, we don't draw the third red mana for the Awaken the Ancients, which would just block his guy forever. But now I think we actually die. Yeah, oh, this is the worst. This is really the worst. Just the actual worst. That's insane. Oh, I can't even explain how much I hate my life right now. There we go. There we go. Now we have this Awaken the Ancients online, and he has these two guys to kill us. So we have to Frost Breath his Voracious Worm before combat. I'm just one. Naturalize. Are you kidding? Oh, you are killing me. Oh, no, really, guys, this is unreal. This is just unreal. I can't believe that. I can't believe that loss. Seriously, this is just unreal. Okay, so we lost against. I don't even know how this happened. Yeah, seriously, guys. I mean, at least we made the finals. But I think against a deck like this, we can never be happy to lose it. But let this be a lesson for you. We had a very lucky win, game 1, match 1, and now we had a very unlucky loss because this his deck is actually not a deck. His deck is just actually a concoction of unplayable last pick draft cards that sometimes work out. So sometimes you have frustrating wins, and sometimes your opponent gets frustrated because you have a lucky win. And this happens in Magic all the time, and you can never feel safe. You can lose against anything, against players of any skill level. Just a guy that just picked up Magic 10 minutes ago can easily beat Kai Bude, just because Kai Bude gets like no lands, or he gets like the perfect matchup of cards or something. Anything can happen in Magic. So even now, if I'm very much disillusioned by this loss, and I would wish to immediately jump into a queue and win again, I'm not going to do it, because this is Magic. This happens in Magic. Sometimes you lose against decks that you thought think are complete junk, and would have no business ever winning against anything, even against like the 23 Grizzly Bears and only Forests deck. Sometimes you lose against them. It happens, and you just take this lesson. Never feel secure. Never feel safe. You can always lose against anything. So yeah, this was my draft video with a very weird ending. I'm curious on what you guys think about that. Please comment. But yeah, thank you for watching. Check out my other drafts. Check out my article on if you're interested in Pauper. I just recently wrote an article on Project X, the deck that Dan is running in his Pauper Gauntlet, one of my 2 decks that I've submitted. I wrote an article on MagicGatheringStrat. It's just a comprehensive walkthrough through all the interactions the deck has. And yeah, if you're interested in that, go check it out, and check out the other content if limited is more your thing. I also have several draft walkthroughs on MagicGatheringStrat, so you might check those out as well. But thank you for watching. This is Dom, more MagicGatheringStrat, signing off, and see you guys